What's poppin', partners? It's JB2 Raw back in motion with another video, man. So, as we know, excuse me, in this society, women have been programmed in a certain way to love, to be attracted to, and to embrace men that they know aren't good for them. And in no way, shape, or form am I saying these women are victims, because at the end of the day, they deserve most of the blame, because no one put a pew pew to their heads and made them make these horrible choices in men. And this is coming from someone that used to be a so-called Pookie and Ray Ray, used to rip and run the streets and hang with the wrong people and things of that nature. But as you can see through these videos, I've elevated. I'm no longer a part of that. I've been out of that for years and years and years. I'm no longer a part of the toxic groups of men and, things of that nature. I've separated myself from that fully. The Most High have separated me. So I'm thankful. So everything that I'm about to say in this video, just understand that I know, because I used to be one. And in no way, shape, or form am I proud of it at all. But I'm gonna let this video play of this woman expounding on her opinion of women being programmed that way and making those decisions deliberately as well. And then I'm going to give you guys my opinion. So let's check it out.
There's some kind of fetish with street dudes because we mistake them as being more masculine. I really wish that women would stop putting street dudes on a pedestal. And I mean, you see how Glorilla's song, she was talking about the type of dude that she wanted, and that's cool because she's selling you an illusion. And don't get me wrong, I love that song. I like Glorilla. But she's romanticizing and sexualizing the type of guy that you keep saying that you don't want. If we actually held ourselves accountable for the type of men that we chose, I don't think we would keep romanticizing men that are in survival mode. I've actually never dated a street guy that was very protective. It's a complete myth that they're more masculine and more protective, and they're actually more combative, and they lack a lot of emotional maturity because they're in survival mode. They're not trying to love you. I don't care how many black movies that they create where the love is so toxic, and then for some reason, especially in the black community, we romanticize these toxic relationships, and then we romanticize these guys and say that we want this Russell Wilson, Sierra type of love, but we're never going to get there if we keep talking about we want a hood dude. Especially if you're not a hood chick, they see you as naive and gullible. Don't let the hype fool you where they're like, oh, you're wifey material because you speak a certain way and dress a certain way. The only difference is that hood chicks know exactly what type of time a street dude is on. There is nothing that you'll understand about a person that can analyze, observe you, and know how to get what they want from you, because where they're from, there's less resources. Their survival mode makes you navigate differently through life. And I know this because I've experienced this. If you don't come from struggle, the way you view the world in relationships are just different. So if you're from the suburbs and people, and you speak a certain way, you have a certain disposition and demeanor, trust me, you do not align with no street dude, and they see you as silly and naive.
Now, I've said time and time again, whatever type of man that a woman likes, she's just choosing him because, and she's choosing him essentially, intrinsically, because she's just the female version of him and he's the male version of her. What do I mean by that? I mean that if she was a man, that's the type of man that she would be. It's the type of man that she chooses. Just think about it. Take a hood rat, for example. Do you think she's going to be a civilized... If she was a man, do you think she would be a civilized, upstanding man with a good head on his shoulder? Just think about it. When you get that answer that I already know, hell no, that's the answer. You will understand that she just chooses the men that she would be if she was a man. That goes for every woman. That's all. That's it. That's all it is. She's not going to be the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. You know, she's not going to be making a few million a year legally. And she got there legally. You know what I'm saying? She's not going to be, for the most part, any of the good things that come with being a good man. You know what I'm saying? She's going to be the male version of her. What's that? A degenerate. And that includes the women that choose those type of guys that have good occupations or essential occupations like nurses and things of that nature. That goes for them as well. The type of men that a woman likes should tell you a lot about a woman. And I mean a lot. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say everything, but a lot. If she likes, say for instance, she likes street dudes. I'm talking about rugged street dudes that are ripping and running the streets right now. They're not reformed. They're not guys from the hood that got out of that type of life, or guys from the hood that never went into that type of life. I'm talking about rugged street dudes. If she like these type of dudes, that should tell you a number of factors. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we're not talking about a guy from the hood with a good head on his shoulders that's not in the streets. He's just from a rough environment. We're not talking about them. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about the ones that's ripping and running the streets right now. That should tell you, if she likes that type of guy, that should tell you a big chunk of info about her already. She's probably combative, argumentative. She likes a thrill no matter how dangerous it is. You know what I'm saying? She probably doesn't even know how to speak proper English. And like I said, she likes a thrill. So any woman that likes a thrill, no matter how dangerous it is, she gets bored extremely fast, extremely. Which means that she can't be loyal. Because once she gets bored, she's gone. She can't be loyal. It's impossible. And I hear a lot of people try to make the notion that it's about protection. They like street dudes because of protection. Wrong. That is false. It's all psychological. You know what I'm saying? Protection is a physical thing, right? At least from their perspective, because they're not deep at all. They're not speaking about spiritual protection. What street dude got spiritual protection? Spiritual protection, I mean. They're not speaking about spiritual or mental protection because they're both batshit crazy and toxic. They're not talking about mental protection. They're only speaking physical, right? Wrong. That's wrong. It's not about protection. It's total psychological. It's totally psychological. Period. You feel me? Because you're not about to sit here and just make it seem as though you wouldn't feel protected by a guy if he's not a street dude. Because at the end of the day, if you're from the hood or if you ever ripped and ran the streets, you know that most street and hood dudes can't fight or shoot. You know this. So where's the protection coming from? If there are any women out there that ever come across this channel and they come across this specific video, you're welcome for the advice. Most street or hood dudes can't fight or shoot. So where in the hell is your protection coming from? You better hope you got one that can, because most can't. You know what? Even better, how about you make better decisions in men? Huh? How about you date people that are better for you, better for your mental, your spirit, and not just your damn body and your boredom. Not even your whole body, just your vagina. Because he probably be beating you. Not even your whole body, just your vagina. Also, another thing that I wanted to point out, she comes across as someone that is maybe, I don't know her, maybe from the suburbs, and of course there's nothing wrong with that. My children will be from the suburbs whenever I have some, you know. I don't want to raise children in the hood. That's a no-go. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with that, but she comes off as that type of woman that has dated street dudes, as I think she pointed that out, or whatever the case may be. And she looks fairly young, maybe late 20s, early 30s or something like that. But it's rare for a woman to change her type genuinely at that young of an age. It's very rare. And she does it genuinely, meaning it's not for a time, a short time. It's forever. And she actually is attracted to this guy now. That's a spiritual thing. Because at the end of the day, you can try to change your type all you want to. If you're not attracted to the guy, then he's not going to be your type. If he doesn't move your mind, penetrate your heart, and get your juices flowing down there, then he's probably not your type. You're acting, you're trying, you're forcing it. You dig what I'm saying? And it's gonna end up hurting someone, that man that is not your type, that good man, because you're gonna cheat on him. You're gonna step out on him. You're gonna leave him. You're gonna do something because you're boredom. That's why you like the guys that give you the damn thrill in the first place, no matter how dangerous it is. Kind of like hood rats. But it's very rare for a woman that age to do it genuinely. Usually a woman has to lose her looks, beauty has to fade and things of that nature, which means that it's not genuine and from that aspect either, because why did it take for you to lose your looks, for you to change your damn type? That's not genuine. Why did it take for you to be past your prime to choose better guys? That's not genuine. That's inauthentic. She faking the funk. She looking to use somebody. She looking for a Captain Save a hoe. You need to show her ass the Captain Save a dough. Exit this way, baby. See you. But us men, we can do that at a young age because we tend to mature quicker than them in regards to the choices that we make in women. You see it now. We can, play with play with a woman that we know this is not going anywhere, but she's smashable. We can play with that and then meet a woman that's a wifey type and cuff her tomorrow. You dig what I'm saying? They're not doing that. It's bad guys their whole life until they start losing those looks, or till the Mother Nature, the video cut off, my bad, starts knocking at that door like, hey, it's time for them goddamn bags to come up under your eyes now. It's time for that booty to sag now, them titties too, yeah. Come on, open this motherfucking door. You know what time it is. Yeah, them arms finna get flappy. Yeah, that weight finna stick a lot more now, yeah. Them eggs finna dry up, Mother Nature is here, baby. You know who it is. I ain't gotta say who it is. Knock, knock, knock. They knocking at the door harder than the police. Mother Nature is. That's when they want to change. And no, it's too damn late. Don't wait till Mother Nature come knocking now. See, now this is going to lead to them having to settle. Because you didn't settle down when you were young, you're going to have to settle. It's going to be someone that you probably don't respect at all, or that you're not attracted to like that. He's just one of the only suckers willing to take you serious. You don't have options like that, baby. Not to take you serious. You waited too long. But yeah, it's a common misconception that they're the protectors and things of that nature. That they're just overly emotional. You know what I'm saying? You want a guy that's stoic, that can control his damn emotions, not have the emotions of a damn female. Y'all are the same people, just in different bodies. He can't even control himself. That's why you think he's such a crash out. Crash outs are overly emotional girls in a man's body. That's what a crash out is. So he has a spiritual coochie. His spirit got a coochie, but his body, his physical body, got something else. Generally speaking, you know what I'm saying? But just like it's a common misconception when the guy is just, his mind is warped in hood activities. He just straight hood. When he runs across a good suburban, as she pointed out, a good suburban, modest, eloquent woman, he's going to think one or two ways of her. That she's green, like she pointed out, green and naive, or that she's weird. I'm not saying that's all men whose minds are warped like that. They're not good for those type of women either way. They're not good for those type of women. You know what I'm saying? Those women are higher quality than the hood rats, than that those dudes are used to dealing with, way higher quality. You know what I'm saying? Of course, their mindsets can still be messed up. It depends on the ideologies that they tend to. You feel me? And the beliefs that they have. So mindset plays a big part in that. No matter if she's suburban, eloquent, and modest, what the mindset be like too. I need to know that. But yeah, it's misconceptions on both sides, men and women, that are warped into that hood mentality. You feel me? I look back and think of some men that I used to hang around thinking that exact same way. That's how I know that. And it was so stupid looking back at it. It was dumb. You choosing the hood rat over that? Boy, you stupid. But thank the Most High I don't rip and run the streets or hang around that crowd anymore, you dig? But one thing I do want to point out is that I get the same, if not more, attraction and attention that I got when I was doing those things. So when the guy says, "Oh, they only like Pookie and Ray Ray," that's on you, bro. It's not on Pookie and Ray Ray and things of that nature. Those are low quality women that be liking them. They're not high quality. Who gives a damn who they like? They should feel blessed if they get a chance with you. But I'm saying this that I still get the same. I get more attention and attraction from them, actually. And I say that to say that it's no excuse for you to not get that attention. A lot of men get into that life just because they feel like they're gonna be able to get that attention from women, and you can't be even anything weaker in my eyes. You're risking your life and your freedom, getting into a life of crime or whatever the case may be, for women. When there's women out here that are not too fond of those type of men that, rip and run the streets and things of that nature. Plenty of women that doesn't have that as their main type. You feel me? At all. To be with forever or to be with for a time. It's not their type. It's women out here for everybody, no matter what your tribe is. Women out here for all of us. You don't need to rip and run the goddamn streets. That's lame. That makes you a duck. That's why I'm glad the Most High opened up my eyes. Because he really clarified me on the type of women that I was dealing with. And the type of things that they would accept. It's crazy the things that I've seen in regards to these toxic relationships between two hood mentality having people, man and woman. You dig what I'm saying? They accept so much, but soon as they get with a good man, they ready to leave him. They'll leave him at the drop of a damn dime. But accept all that toxicity and BS, even men putting his hands on her. You know what I'm saying? All types of things, man. They still wouldn't leave. That's a mental illness. She's just the female version of him. If she was a man, that's who she would be. That's why she chose him, period. That's why she chooses those type of guys. And I don't give a damn what he, she, they, them, or anybody got to say about that. It's as simple as that. She chose him because she's the female version of him. That's it. And as I've said before, a woman that is quick to leave a good man, but it takes her some time to leave a man that she knows is not good for her, that makes her a bad person, period. She's not a good person. And I don't give a damn what he, she, they, them, or anybody got to say about that either. I said it. Two people that are still warped in that hood mentality, man and woman, when they get together and have a child, that posterity of theirs a lot of times ends up worse than them. Which means that they're doing their seed and the lineage that extends from them a great disservice. Because those kids are going to come out and grow up to be cancers to society. And then they're going to replicate themselves again as they are replicated and duplicated from their parents. And then they're going to create toxic, deplorable, and poignant seed as well, so forth and so on. The cycle continues. All in all, fellas, women, for the most part, do not mature that fast when it comes to their choices in men. So, in other words, once her type, always her type. And when you come across a woman and you know what her type is, that should tell you a lot of red flags that she has, and if she's a higher quality woman, it should tell you a lot of the green flags that she has. You just have to discern them. Pay attention. You know what I'm saying? But that's just some food for your thoughts. You know, if you got anything from this video, feel free. No, if you got anything from this video, my bad. Knowledge, truth, facts, even a chuckle. Feel free to like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, share the video. Let me know how you feel about the video in the comments, man. It's JB2 Raw. Make sure you keep the Most High first. Stay up, stay strong, and stay out the way. Until next time and all the time, stay raw. If you want to support the channel, Cash App in the bio. Peace.